way of centering themselves and being strong in themselves to be able to achieve their full potential and aim at doing the things they want to do in their lives. So basically, I'm all passionate about women. As much as wellness is for everybody, as a woman who is through my personal experience that I was transitioning into wellness, I love supporting women so that they'll be able to take care of themselves, mind, body, and spirit, so they can achieve their full potential.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Olivia. We'll come back to you. And you can hear from Olivia's story that there is no wasted opportunity, even in adversity. By her bouncing back first for herself, she's now helping many others to navigate similar situations that she might be in. Let me come to you, Dr. Siatwambo. Could you also briefly tell us something about yourself and also what is your understanding about wellness?
Oh, thank you so much. My full names are Dr. Rosia Siatwambo, Zambia, and I run a group of companies called Great North Road Academy Group of Companies, which comprise of Twalumba Resort and Lodges, Twalumba Resort and Hotels. We have Twalumba Lodges, we have Great North Road Academy Schools, and I also run a mental health center, which is Great North Road Academy Rehabilitation Center. And besides, I'm also an author of the brand best-selling book here in Zambia, Exams Made Easy. And I'm married, not just married, but happily married. Yeah. Yeah, so I want to say I literally work with the people and live with the people. And under me, I have more than 400 people working under this group of companies, a diverse of backgrounds and trainings. We have medical doctors, nurses, we have teachers, hoteliers, so it's a complicated kind of arrangements. I'm sure you understand the pressure that I must undergo through. And when we come to the area of wellness, physically fit, mentally fit, and everything, so basically we are talking about maintaining a state of well-being, mentally, financially, emotionally. You talk about also at family level, socially. You talk about, just your well-being as a person and ensuring that you are balancing, which I've been doing every day. And that's what we call wellness. So it's not absence of sickness, but it is maintaining this kind of balance whilst you are in business. And I'm sure you'll be able to hear on how I've been managing all these 400 people that are more than 400 people working under me, and they diverse in terms of these organizations, pressure every day, bills and so forth and so on, but I'm still fit, healthy, and also looking great and sharp and handsome at the same time.
Thank you so much, Dr. Siatwambo, and I like that self-affirmation, because if you do not self-affirm, no one is going to affirm you. If you cannot bet on yourself, why should anybody else bet on you? So that's a very powerful way of you defining what wellness means for you. And I'll come back and circle back to you on some of the questions I'll be asking. But now let me come to you, Purity. Purity, you are an entrepreneur, financial wellness. We've had in the bio intro of who you are, but just tell and what you define wellness to be and mean for you as a person.
Thank you, Mercy. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm very glad to be here and for this opportunity. And in my life, I talk more of financial wellness, but it's very, very related to mental wellness.
So, it is, because if you're not financially stable, it causes us a lot of stress.
True. So for the past 14 years, I have been importing cars, mostly from Japan, UK, Australia, South Africa, Thailand, and a bit of Singapore, and bringing them to Kenya. We also export to a few of African countries here. And beside that, so my daily job is to sell cars. I'm a car salesperson. when I grow up, I want to be group of, and
You have to learn how to manage the stress, and you'll
today.
tell us, yes.
We will. So beside that, I'm very passionate about financial wellness and literacy and entrepreneurship. So I spend most of my time, I would say passion or whatever you want to call it, empowering the youth, women and SME owners with financial literacy skills, so that after you have made your little money, so what next? How do you handle that money?
A lot of money,
A
not
lot
little.
of money, but you start with knowing how to handle the small monies, and then now you know how to handle a lot of money. So that's what I do. And then about mental wellness, you know, most of the African ladies, and maybe, I don't know whether it's just in Kenya, when you're starting businesses, most of the time you're starting a business for sustenance. You want something to replace your income. For example, I was employed in a telecommunication company. I saw my colleague here yesterday from our previous employment. And when you're leaving employment to go or maybe do a business, you start very small. All you're looking for is to feed your family. And then the thing grows, and you don't know what to do with it. Then you realize this is not about me. So you're carrying the whole burden on your shoulders. And God will have a problem with us, I think, when we get to heaven, because some of us will get there very tired, because you're trying to do everything. Women are known to be called, they multitask. I don't know how to multitask myself. I do one thing at a time. And I think men have mastered that, and I think that's why most of the time they're successful. So women, please, you're cooking for your husband, you're curling your baby, you're feeding the baby, you're changing diaper. Ask for help. And get all the help you can get. For me, mental wellness is about being balanced.
Women multitasking, and many of the people in the room are women and watching us online. And the question I have is there such a thing as balance? Because you said the men do it. And I started by saying that wellness is not a luxury. It's a leadership strategy. Men seem to have it, and a question I will pose and give you where I'm leading with this. Is it a question of balance or prioritization? Because you didn't bring your boys with you here, Purity. You prioritized being in Lusaka today. So can you just give us some practical tips? When do you know? Is it a balance? Is it prioritization? And what's the strategy behind that?
Well, the balance I'm talking about is not the balance, the question people are used to asking as women. And this question only comes to women, by the way. How do you balance copulate, owning a business, having 5 children, having a husband, having your grandmother in your house? No, that is not the balance I'm talking about.
Glad to know. We just need
Yes,
to clarify
yes,
this.
I needed that to
because
clarify
many
that.
of us think that's what
Yeah,
it means.
that is not the balance I'm
Yeah.
talking about. The balance I'm talking about is just being able to be at optimal in terms of your even just physical. I met Mercy in the gym today at 6. So when she turning to stretch your hands like this, she has been doing it for a while. so it's a cue to make sure you're also doing physical fitness. It's part of mental wellness.
It is part of wellness, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. So what I would say about balance, for me, like I said, it's do one thing at a time. For career and life balance, I believe we do what we call trade-offs. It means it's okay to have everything, but it's also good to recognize what season are you in. So, for example, I didn't leave employment to go be an entrepreneur. I didn't even know how to be an entrepreneur. My background was accounting. But then I needed to leave employment because I didn't have time to raise a child, my firstborn, who is now 16. And so I tried to look for another job I was not finding. And so I figured I could sell something. Actually, I started by selling earrings. And so I started my business in Rwanda. I brought earrings to Kigali, what we call the Maasai market or something like that.
It's a craft market,
craft
for
market.
the Zambians and Ghanaians
so I was told
in the room.
in Kigali they will buy. And so I landed in Kigali, left my child to come test how business was. Then I realized I will have to be traveling. So again, I will not have time for this child of mine. And at that point, I told my husband, I want to leave employment, take a break, raise children, and then go back. And he couldn't believe it. He told me, no, that's not possible. But after coming home at 1 a.m. many times, I came home one day at 1 a.m. and told him, this is the month I'm giving my resignation. And so there's no really balance between career and everything else. It's a trade-off at that time. It didn't look awesome now. I was worried about leaving my suits and my high heels and wearing jeans and sneakers, and which I did.
And
for a long time.
overalls?
And overalls. It stressed me out. I couldn't.
No makeup?
No makeup. But I had to, at that point, I needed to do that trade-off. Yeah, and I'm glad I did.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Siatwambo, you have mentioned, by the way, you had the lodges, yeah? That's a place to go for your R&R. I wish I had known that before I came. I would have had an extension.
And hotels, actually.
Huh?
And hotels.
The hotels, yes. I wish I'd known that before coming. I'd have extended my stay here to do that. Because we heard yesterday from Maureen that we need rest, isn't it? So you have hotels, you have schools, you have a mentor clinic, and the list goes on and on, this group of...
I remember I even asked my finance team to say, you mean this time around we are paying people twice in a month? They said no, but I said no, this payday has come, too soon because
you felt as if the month was 20 days.
Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes you can be so overwhelmed, by all these, financial pressures, the happenings, and those of us who are in businesses, you find that as you go higher in business, it's lonely here at the top. In that we have trust issues. If I bring you closer next time, maybe I'm on social media and all this and so on. So all these, they bring about, stress and also, mental pressure. And you are moving, you can be in business as you are in business. One moment you can be happy, the other moment something bumps into your business and then it disturbs your emotions, your thinking, and we are ever ready for anything at all times. I'm sure, I believe you can relate, you understand that. To say anytime we are ready for anything, we can be told there's a problem. You can be told all is well, so our happiness is normally short-lived. So in any case, I'm a very happy person, like I mentioned, to say very happy, healthy, and there's a way I've tried to, balance, all these things so that I don't become, stressed. I'm not hypertensive. I'm a healthy person, energetic, and what I've tried to do is one, I try by all means to maintain my physical fitness. Every day I have to be in the gym for at least an hour. 1 hour every day to 1 hour 30 minutes, and I've made it a policy, a plan, and based on my principles, I have never missed. Very consistent in that area, just to make sure that physically I'm very fit. And apart from that, also, we live in a world which is so busy, noisy, and there's so much that is happening. Social media, confusion, and there must be a time when you try to detox or even just to reboot your mind. The moment I'm done with my gym, I must be with the family, because family is also very important. I mean, you can't run a successful business and then your family is crumbling. So my principle is family first. And I must make sure that I'm in charge of the family, because if I'm not in charge of the family, there's no way that I can manage the business. So family, I'm there for the children, I'm there for my wife, and we find time in the evening. But night time between 03, somewhere 02, 03, that's now the me time that I normally create, where I know I'm aware.
About 02, 03 a.m.?
Yeah. AM, yes.
So when you sleep?
Yes, I sleep, I do. So that one I normally call it the me time, because it's less noisy, and I know I will not receive any call, there's no communication, I can't call anybody, and it's me time. And those of us who are public figures, even when it comes to prayers, yes, I go to church. But most of the times when I'm in church, yes, I'm praying, but I'm thinking to say, oh, cameras are on me. So let me position myself very well. So I normally take advantage of the 02 to 03 now to pray. That's the time for me to pray, to communicate to God, if it means crying, because those of us who are in business, you can't cry in public.
That's true.
You can't cry in public, and that time, if it means crying, if it means worshiping, and I go on YouTube, watch some videos, and listen to some worshiping songs, I worship, and I'll just do a lot of, things, meditation, and that moment is meant to reboot my mind. And by the time I'm going to bed around 04, yeah?
If I may just
Yeah, somewhere 04 up to somewhere 7, 8 o'clock. I normally wake up around 7, 8 o'clock. Then when I wake up, then I am alive, awake, and renewed. My mind is renewed. I'm ready to face the world. Very positive in thinking and also in doing things, and I would prepare, then go for work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. As you've heard, it's not just the women who cry, yeah? The men too shed their tears. It's just they need to find where they shed their tears. Thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing that with us, Dr. Siatwambo. Olivia, we want to come back to you online, and I just want to ask you, you mentioned that you are a wellness coach, and you having experienced depression at one time in your life, dealing with marriage issues, and now what you're doing. What would you say are some practical tips that you could share with the audience, both here in the room and online, as to how they can manage themselves and navigate the pressures of life as we see them?
For the opportunity to share my experience again. So for me, one of the most important things I have learned on my journey is the fact that everything I want to do, I have to be healthy, happy, and content with myself to be able to give the best version of myself. And so as an entrepreneur, I prioritize my own mental health, physical health, emotional health, and also my social health in order to be at a place to take on everything that comes along managing my organization. One of the things I don't play with for my mental health is my physical exercise, because I need to optimize my body. And because of the mind-body connection, the more I'm taking care of my body, the more it helps to help with my mental health, stresses, anxiety, and worries. Because I can go for a long walk, and by the time I come back, I feel inspired and relaxed. And I have my happy hormones all activated, and I'm able to focus and able to make the right decisions for my business. And lots of times, some of us think, oh, when it comes to wellness, it's all about eating well. I try to eat well. I try to eat a balanced diet, but I'm not so strict on myself about food, what not to eat. I try to prioritize the main nutrients I need in order to optimize my body. So sometimes I can choose a whole month and say, this month, I'm doing more fruits and vegetables. The other days or the other months, I can relax and eat some of the things that I enjoy. But wellness is all about moderation. And so there's a very important awareness I have that there's a need for moderation. What am I eating very often? What am I taking in very often? Now, the other thing I do is I don't play with my relaxation. Anything I can do to relax is crucial to my well-being. I don't care how many times I have to go to the beach to feel myself again. Because going to the beach or lying on the poolside or swimming is one of the things that brings me the kind of zen moments I need to release the pressure that comes with the kind of work that we do as women. What I have learned from coaching several women is we feel guilty owning up to the fact that we want downtime. We feel if we give ourselves downtime, we are not prioritizing what is important. But taking care of you are unwell, you are stressed, you are tired, everybody else around you won't get the best of you, including your business. And so I prioritize the things that I need to have, the things that I need to do for me, so that when I'm going forward to give to people, coach people, speak, host retreats, I have a better foundation, or I am more grounded than scattered with stress and upset and irritated, and I'm able to give the best of my,
Of yourself.
to the people I'm going to meet.
Yeah.
So, as a woman, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to stop and think of, if I am successful and my business is successful, how about me personally? Am I successful? Your personal
Okay.
success as a human being is how healthy, how strong, and how happy you are going to be while your company is also being successful.
Thank you so much, Olivia. She's just basically told us there that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You have to fill your cup first before you can go to fill anybody's cup. And as you've heard from the panelists, there's a wide range of things to look at and review on wellness. There's mental wellness, there's financial wellness, there's spiritual wellness, there's health, there's rest, which we all derive in different ways. Dr. Siatombo gets 4 or 5 hours. He's okay. He knows himself for that. Some of us need to go to a beach, need to go to lie down by the pool. So where is it that you find it? So my question to you in the audience, both in the room and online, from all these stories that have been shared by our panelists, where do you need to for yourself, for your wellness? How do you define wellness for yourself? First, for you, and secondly, for your business. And can you write down something that you're going to do differently, leaving this conference today and say you were inspired, and because of listening and knowing of the need for wellness, that you're going to start doing differently? So I'm going to come and get a parting shot from my audience, and I'll start by just asking them to give us one thing, because I've asked the audience to think of something that they would do. But have you comment first an impact that you have seen, because you're helping many people, you have teams working with you. What is one impact you have seen when businesses or leaders did not take into account the wellness part? So I'll give you and give them one thing that they can do. I'll start with you, Dr. Siatombo.
Okay. Might be the question again. You're saying what is?
What is one thing from the experience that you have garnered around you that you would advise businesses, you've seen as an impact to a business for not taking wellness into account, and one tip that they can go with as they live today?
All right. No, thank you so much. So those of us who are in business, wellness is key, and not just your wellness, but wellness of all your members, but more especially on your part, like we've had to say you first. And for you, when we're talking about you first, prioritize on establishing systems. I'm managing today because I've established the systems, meaning these businesses can run away from me. So I don't need to be at the medical center. I don't need to be at any of these hotels for them to run. So make sure that you put systems in place. If you don't put these systems in place, you become the system yourself, and you will be bruised.
Thank you so much. Let's clap for him. Purity, tell us, what is an impact you've seen on businesses that don't take into account wellness, and what's one tip you would give them?
Thank you, Mercy. I forgot to introduce my books. All my thoughts are, I like writing. That is, writing is one of my ways of decompressing. So I've done 2 books. One is called 70 Realities and Rules of Running a Successful Business, an entrepreneurship guide to this century. And then I have one that is called Liquid Ways to Invest Your Money in Kenya. If you're looking to invest in Kenya, this is a book to buy, because you guys are going global. So, so one of the things I know is this, and it is true. So my tip on wellness: separate yourself from business. If you're supposed to pay yourself, I know business owners have this problem. Pay yourself properly. The same way you're paying your accountant. Automate your payroll as one of the people. Actually, you're bringing in so much. Beside starting the business, you are a factor of production. You are capital yourself just by being you. The thought that you can do a business, the headache that comes with that, you deserve so much. So even as you run your businesses, separate yourself. One of the things I give in this book on entrepreneurship is that you need to learn how to work on your business besides working in it. Actually, as you grow up in business, you stop working inside, get out.
One tip that you can leave the audience with on taking wellness seriously.
Okay. The number one thing I have seen businesses struggle with when they don't take wellness seriously is that they depend so much on healthcare. And healthcare takes a major toll on their revenue and their finances, because if you're depending on healthcare, it means you're investing in medication, lab tests, and so many things to do for your well-being. But one thing organizations can start doing, or businesses can start doing, is remember one thing: wellness is now. A lot of people think I will take care of myself later. We will do those wellness things later when we have everything sorted out. But no, wellness is active. It's always ongoing. You can't put your body on hold. You can't put your mind on hold. You can't put all the social, emotional, psychological, financial, spiritual wellness things about your body on hold, because they are engaged and active at all times. So we shouldn't postpone and wait to have a business that is successful before we remember how to start prioritizing our health and our well-being. Health and well-being and wellness is now. We need to start doing it right now.
Thank you, Olivia. Olivia has reminded me of an acronym that I have, which I call FLY. First, lead yourself. So we've had a very timely conversation on wellness and well-being. And this is something that we need to take seriously, because it's the engine behind the growth of our businesses, the growth of the organizations and the teams that we lead. We will get clarity and resilience from that. Our panelists have reminded us that real leadership includes caring for yourself and cultivating a culture where others can strive too. And you cannot pour out of an empty cup. The collective challenge, therefore, and I will finish off with a story that is told of two men that went to chop wood in a forest. They had a full day to do so. They both had carried axes to do so. And one man went straight and started cutting down the trees. And the other one went and spent 4 hours sharpening his axe. And when he came back, he chopped more wood than his fellow peer who had started laboring all day. So, ladies and gentlemen, take time to sharpen your axe, and you will find that it will be more productive. And as I wrap up, thank you so much for your time. Please remember, find me, 3 is Divine. I talk about wellness, about your physical, spiritual, and mental well-being. If any part of that is not whole, then you're sick. So please, let's look after ourselves. Thank you very much. And I appreciate again our panel. Let's clap for them.
And watch another client testimonial, please.
When I started with this time, people have realized that if you put in a bit of effort, you can also help another person to also grow. I myself, I'm a government worker. But I've realized that this area, job opportunities are not many. When our young brothers and sisters complete from school, they end up in Kaya, the south. So I saw the need of creating this farm. So as I'm at my workplace, I can employ other people who can work, get funds, and also support their family or their younger brothers to go forward. People come here to buy eggs. People come here to even work and seek for food support. The MasterCard Foundation and Absa Bank were able to give me loan to support my business to grow. By so doing, I was able to bring in base to scale up the business to a certain level. Before, we were having about 1,005 base, but now we have scaled up to 3,044. It means the business have grown. We have to employ more hands by bringing in young people to come and also work and also earn something. Venturing into this business, it has increased my financial level. It has increased my knowledge in agricultural businesses. It has even given me capacity building training before I really know how to manage my finances. I was taught how to manage my finances, manage my human resources. This business too have also helped me to employ outgrower people by giving them inputs to farm. When they farm, At the end of the year, they give us returns in terms of maize to feed our birds. It has reduced our costs so much. Educate their children.
Thank you. And lastly, I ask that you turn your attention to the screen to watch the last video, which hails from Kenya. And this particular client participated in a quarterly SME forum that took place. So please just watch it and make sure you benefit from the same. Thank you.
Us as business people, for sure I will be part of the team. My experience has been awesome. First, I was able to have a picture with the PS Susan. That was a great thing for me. Number two, I've been able to network with different people from different professions. Being a young entrepreneur, I'm excited because it means that there's future with Absa. Let me quote John C. Maxwell, who says that our gift from God is potential, and our gift to God is to develop it. For me, opportunities, it's a way of developing the potential that I have in the nail industry. So me showing up is to tell the world that I am ready to grab any opportunity to elevate my business and to help many nail technicians to believe in themselves and also to believe in the business that I'm doing. I'm not even benefiting 100%. What if I join the business club? It means that I'll maximize all the benefits that are coming to us as business people. For sure, I will be part of the team.
Round of applause, please. So to help us summarize the reflections of the day, I want to invite our online audience, and Daliso should come up on stage, and he'll kind of just read out some of the comments so that it's very unbiased, and for us to kind of get a feel of what others have been experiencing as well.
Thank you, Tahila. So the online people have been commenting, and these are some of their key takeaways. One attendee said, I've learned so much, and these are my 3 key takeaways. Be hungry, compliance is key, and make time to rejuvenate. Another person said, my story matters. Leveraging on technology is key to scaling up my business. Sustainability is not optional anymore. It's critical to my business, and I must prioritize wellness. And then, if I was just to read word for word what someone said, I think this is very inspiring. I would really like to appreciate the opportunity.
Sure. And that really just ties it all together. I definitely would not have said that in under 5 minutes. But what I take away from there are 2 words. One, inspiration. And I think my favorite one is the second, which is and impacting real lives. Thank you so much, Daliso.
Thank you.
Okay, so to give the vote of thanks, I'd like to call upon Georgette from Absa Bank, Ghana, Propositions Manager, Women in Business. Please put your hands together.
Mulishani,
We know.
Jumbo, Etisane. So I'm just picking from where Tahila and our sustainability moderator left it. Did you know that growth, before you can achieve it, you have to go through certain challenges? And we've heard the story from Ghana, Emilia, where she lost all her capital, but she didn't give up. Mwenga, is it the toys, the manufacturing lady, also did not give up. So what do we do as women? We start scared. We start boldly. We dust ourselves up, and we move on to achieve and also inspire others. Yeah. So I'm speaking on behalf of my SME director, Mrs. Audrey Abeka, who couldn't be with us today, but is following us online. So distinguished guests, partners, delegates, and fellow champions of change. On behalf of the 3 organizing countries, Ghana, Kenya, and Zambia, it is with immense pride and gratitude that I deliver these closing remarks at the conclusion of what has been a truly extraordinary gathering of minds, hearts, and bold ideas. This year's Inspire Me conference, so graciously hosted by the Absa Zambia team, has exceeded all expectations. From the powerful keynote sessions to the inspiring industry visits and dynamic conversations in every room. We have witnessed a summit that was well curated and deeply impactful. To Absa Zambia, thank you for your exceptional hospitality, leadership, and unwavering commitment to making this year's conference a remarkable success. We also extend our heartfelt appreciation to the individuals, partners, the invaluable partners who made the journey possible. To the Ghana Exports Promotion Authority, thank you for your steadfast belief in the potential of African women-led businesses to grow and thrive globally. To the DHL Group, your support continues to break down barriers and provide the logistics solutions that empower entrepreneurs to scale confidence. To the Ghana High Commission in Zambia, we are grateful for your presence, partnerships, and tireless diplomatic support throughout the week. And to our most cherished development partner, the MasterCard Foundation. Your continued investment in young people, particularly women, is helping to shape a stronger, more inclusive Africa. Your role in this conference and beyond cannot be overstated. You are enabling a generation to rise. Throughout the sessions, we've heard words that deeply resonated. One speaker reminded us that African women are not waiting for the future. We are shaping it now. Another urged us to act boldly, collaborate deeply, and empower relentlessly. This is a call to action, a call to build bridges across countries, sectors, and generations. This year's Inspire Me conference has reminded us that we are stronger together, and not just as individual countries, but as a united Pan-African force for progress, innovation, and equity. To every speaker, participant, sponsor, and dreamer, thank you. Let us take this momentum back to our communities and continue to build an Africa where women don't just participate, but lead, innovate, and inspire. From all of us, Ghana, Kenya, and Zambia, we say thank you. Medase. Asante sana. Zikomo kwambiri. Let us rise together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Georgette. What a way to really end this off. If anything, we're just so filled with gratitude, especially for those who have made sure that they've been with us since day one and engaging in every conversation and really just giving feedback and making sure that you network. But one thing you have to really do is also be to yourself, for investing in yourself, for you to be here, meaning that you have prioritized your business as well as legacy. And that's what we want to see at the end of the day. So to close off, I would still like to acknowledge a few special people. Because this has gone from inspiration to action. And I think it goes without saying that we need to give a round of applause to our Queen Mothers from Ghana. Thank you so much for being with us throughout. Your presence in this space has really graced us with so much honor and so much heritage. Thank you so much. And also to our keynote speaker from yesterday, Honorable Princess Kasune in absentia. You know, one thing that she did is she's inspired us, and it's very rare to see such authenticity on such podiums, especially coming from politicians. So these are gifts that we certainly celebrate and would like to give her her flowers. We'd like to thank you so much. Would like to thank the Absa Bank board chair who was present, various board members, as well as members of the executive. We really appreciate your support. And to all our speakers throughout the 2 days, we're certainly grateful for your time and your investment. Let us give a round of applause to the dream team behind this phenomenal event. That is the communications and marketing teams, the women in business teams across Ghana, Kenya, and Zambia, the planning committees who pulled this all together, the R&G promotions team, the image promotions team, for the smooth setup and the exceptional production. I think they deserve a special round of applause. To the ladies who are inviting us and welcoming us in, please also give them a round of applause. And to Daliso, our virtual international engagement host, for keeping the digital room alive. Please do put your hands together. And a special shout out to one of our friends who was tirelessly working behind the scenes, Ndela. So with that, here's a call to action. We need to continue, we need to collaborate, and we need to champion these causes. And don't wait for permission. Do not play small. With that, thank you so much. I'd like to close off and say thank you so much to the online audience as well. So goodbye. Make sure you share the videos, you like and comment. And to those who got so many insights out of today and would like to go back and reflect, I do know that the videos will remain, especially on the Facebook page. So please take advantage of the same. Let's put your hands together for the Absa Inspire Me Conference 2025.